Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
Dan, where are you from? I know, but I muted it. There we go. Yes. Okay.
On that scene.
We're just doing automated.
As you
Yeah. Maggie. Good morning. Happy Friday,
Happy Friday.
everyone. Happy Friday. We're so happy to see you here. You know, here at Building Blocks, we have covered the importance of using graphics on our streams and video productions, such as overlays, lower thirds. And today, we're going to add an additional layer to the excitement.
Yeah, we're gonna create some custom transitions using Canva.
Yes, and you can do these with a free version of Canva if you do not have the pro version. Okay, so this is
Yes.
something great. So hello to the chat. All right, so Dan, just like that,
Just like that.
just like that. Dan, where are you from? The 13th is a lucky number and it's awesome. And we have Maggie, who's happy to come back. Maggie, welcome back.
Welcome back.
My favorite tech. Hello. Lala. And Ecam Life is in the house.
Yes.
Ecam Life is in the house. And Paul, of course. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
And
Sam is
Samantha.
here.
Oh my gosh. I already, it's like, okay,
The
January already
gospel
been in.
source. Good morning to you.
It's like January is already here. And, halfway, everybody's coming, showing up and getting ready. That's awesome because today we're covering transitions, as we talked about. And transitions are really fun. It's a really fun way of introducing a little bit of excitement in between segments. So let's see what we come up with here, Mr. Fuljens.
Yeah, so it is so easy and fun to do. And we're looking forward to some suggestions. Look forward to your suggestions as well as to what we're going to create. So we're going to start off with a blank 16:9 presentation in Canva, a blank canvas, right? We can try to recreate the building blocks stinger that we just used in the comments, right? So let's go back to this one, something like that. It doesn't have to be long.
Is he smirking or laughing?
Okay, so you have
Okay.
a smiley face and a laughing face, and then it cuts to Building Blocks logo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will like it, for me, I would like it a little bit longer so I can distinguish between the two transitions.
All right, cool.
But let's see what we have. And as usual, if you have any suggestions as we design and go through, please feel free to write it in the comments.
All right, so we're gonna go to elements, and then let's look at what type of stickers they have here, right? Because the stickers have animations already assigned to them, right? So let's pick a few stickers here, and we kind of select graphics here, right? So there's tons of stickers to choose from, different animations to choose from, and so we can start here. We can actually find animated nerd emoji, or do you like the one that we have here, like these? Right, and it's interesting, like those are not animated; those are static images, but it kind of gives off the effect that they're animated. Yeah,
Yeah, we can use those, and also we could As you also, and the automated scenes that we had, automated scenes are really fun to use. You just have to know a couple of housekeeping rules to work with them. But you can also create some great effects using automated scenes. As you saw, you can create blinking things. You can have the emojis animated as well with automated scenes. But this one is cool that you can
Yeah.
animate the emoji even if they're not animated.
Right. Right. So let's say we start off with this one here. So this will be our first scene or
That's the
first
grin.
first slide. That's the grin. And then so what we'll do is we can animate this grin. So we're gonna click on animate. And the effect that we had was scrapbook. So that's what gives right. It flies in and it did some other stuff there, but that was scrapbook. We could take a look at other stuff. Neon kind of blinks. You
Yeah.
have tumble.
And we're creating it with emojis because that's our
Yeah.
branding. But we can create it with shapes if we wanted to, and assign animations to the shapes, which is usually what the animations that we see out there used in videos and in live streams is their shapes. But we're creating it here with emojis,
Yeah.
and perhaps we can create some with shapes as well.
Yeah, and add shapes to this as well. So let's start with neon. Neon, let's see if it does that. Like it creates like a little glitchy effect. And then what we can do is we can actually duplicate this page, right, to keep the same colors and all that stuff, and then add a second emoji here. So we're gonna swap out this emoji with another one. Let's look up nerd emoji. And this is the laughing one here, right? So we'll take this one. Right? So we'll take that one. So we don't need this one in the back. We could remove this one and keep this one here and snap it to center, right? And then now we could assign another animation to this one. So the first one, we have neon on the element animation. It's just on the element itself, not the entire page. We just have neon. And on this one here, we can do, maybe we could do, see what it did? Like it just,
A little shake,
right. So that's pretty cool.
like pictures coming in or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that's cool. So like it's laughing like ha ha ha. Right? So first it's like this and then ha 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 ha. So that's what's gonna happen. Right?
It's almost like the opener that we had that had different. And if we put it on top of, well, continue.
I mean we can have it alternate. So we can duplicate this again. So it'll go from here to here to there, right? So it'll do it a few times, like maybe 1, 2, 3, like 6 times. Let's try 6 times. But before we do that, maybe it's agreeing with you. Before we do that, maybe we add a few other elements to it, right? Because we don't want it plain like this. We want to add some other stuff to it, right? So let's add some dazzle to it. Let's go back to elements and give me a shape like a sticker. So let's say we do stickers and dots.
What is dots are always good.
Yeah, so let's do stickers, dots, right? Those are the keywords that we're gonna use here and see what's there, right? So we have some rotating dots here, something like this. This looks pretty cool because it's yellow.
Yeah.
Right? We have, I think this was used in the other one.
Yeah, and look at the thank you also. So that there are so many great options there to.
Oh yeah,
because
there's so much you can do. So you
Yeah.
can create a thank you stinger transition. You can
Yeah.
do other stuff here, but so we'll start off with this. Right, so this could be in the corner. There's confetti. So for example, this one, since it's the first one, actually, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We'll come back. So we'll leave these like this because then we're gonna create more, and then we'll build it as we go along, right? So let's duplicate this one. Command D is the duplicate
Oh,
shortcut.
you're gonna use the shortcut?
I'm gonna use the shortcut.
Oh my gosh! Do you
Canva.
know what? It's because today is Friday the 13th.
I like to use shortcuts in Ecamm, but let's use it in Canva. Let's use it in Canva. All right.
Wait. Okay, no, continue.
What was it? All right, so we have this one, then we have this one, then we have this one, then we have this one. Let's just do all 6.
Okay.
Let's do
So
all
it's
6.
going to be a story. So what's the storyline on the transition?
It's something that we're building out. So it's, let's say we start off with 2 plain, then we add some razzle, and then 5 and 6 will be the dazzle.
Okay.
Right? All right, cool. So let's do this. Command D. Command D. So we have this. I think I added an extra one by accident. Yeah, so this one can go. And then we need a second one, well, actually a third of this.
It would be cool if it was telling a story, though.
Yeah, let's have it tell a story. What do you want it to say?
No,
But
just
remember,
finish
it's a quick stinger, so it's just supposed to be like a few seconds fast, right? Mm-hmm. So we start off with these 2 here, and then with this one, so let's add something to this. We like this. We like the little firework thingies. And then we can do this.
He's like, fireworks. Ew.
Right?
Is that the message? Is that the story? It's like fireworks. Ew.
I don't know.
Fireworks. Yay. There we go. Yes. Right? I mean, it has to match.
And then with this one, the end result probably will be like he has the confetti.
Mm-hmm.
So we can have the confetti going across the screen. And then we need one more for this one. So probably the same thing, confetti again.
I bet you can wait to see the transition and when it comes together, hey?
Right,
I'm looking forward to it.
Right? So we have this, then we have this, then we have the fireworks, and then the confetti. And let's just make sure that the animations are all there. Let's go back one more time. We have an animation neon on this one. On this one, we have scrapbook. On this one, okay, so neon and then scrapbook, neon, then scrapbook. So let's save this and see how it works. And then we'll trim it from there. But before we do that, we don't want this to be 5 seconds long, right? We're gonna have to assign a specific timing for all of them across the board, right? So let's do maybe point something seconds, like 0.5, and see how that works, because we have a lot more slides than we did in the previous one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So this one here, let me show you. This one was all 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, that was pretty fast.
And that was 3 slides. Right, so with 6 slides, let's see how that works. And then we can come back in here and tweak it again if 0.5 is
Can
too
we
quick.
play here, all of them together, to see how it will work before we actually export it?
You know, that's a good question. And I've been trying to do that. So if somebody knows how to do that, if you know how to play it in there, let me know.
Yeah, because there should be a way to...
I've tried present and I don't see a preview.
Autoplay? Oh,
I've
no,
tried,
that's
I've
because...
tried that. That's for
okay.
like the presentation itself. Yeah. But
The storyline is, it's met the emoji of its dream.
right? So let's just we'll save it and see what happens.
I think 0.5 is so fast, though. But let's go for it. Let's go for it.
Yeah, we're gonna try that.
Because you want to be able to have... It has to show, like you have to be able to appreciate what's happening, even if it's for... And you can change the animation per, couldn't you?
You can do that.
And then
This
for
is just,
the entire...
This is just very simple, straightforward, copying all, we using neon scrapbook, neon scrapbook, neon scrapbook, but you can have different animations on each slide.
And timed different...
And timed differently.
Okay. Okay, because that will be great when we're using shapes
Yeah.
to do the transition, right?
Yes.
And then change the direction. So let's see how this one works and see what we can do afterwards.
Yeah, so we're downloading this and it's complete. And that's what we're gonna do. You might wanna do your little magic trick here before we go into demo mode.
Done. The
right,
magic has been
cool.
done.
And let's go into Finder. So we're just finding the file in downloads. downloads.
So the
And we're just going to rename it. Go ahead.
The assets here would be, you will have your lower thirds already because we have covered that extensively here at Building Blocks. You will have your overlays, whether it is a call to action or camera overlays or sidebars. And now you're going to add transitions to it. There are built-in transitions inside of Ecamm that you can use, but then this one will be synchro transitions where you can have we can have shapes moving in and built in and built out and have different animations assigned to them. So that's going to make it even more dynamic and engaging.
Yeah. So what we did is that we want to pull out a new animated overlay, and then we selected the file, and then you're going to add this as an animated overlay. Add animated overlay. All right, so there it is there. And then, well, let's play it. Let's see what it does again. All right, so that's what it's doing right now. Wait. Huh. We might need some tweaking.
Also, one of them didn't come.
Tweaking. Yeah, it's very slow. Hold on a second. It was supposed to apply. Okay, it didn't apply to all the pages. So we're going to have to go back and do some tweaking. Right?
And you know what is cool also, if you make the background transparent, you can just have them coming in here and there. For example,
you would have to do that somewhere else. Yeah.
But what would be cool, for example, is like on ENN or any of your shows and your videos, when if you have a segment where for us it's trivia, there could be a little trivia popping up emoji coming to let the viewers know what's coming up next on the corner. That would be a really cool idea.
Absolutely.
And that would be where we will make it transparent.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you have to, we can't create it transparent in Canva when we're using the full, so we'd have to use something else for transparency.
Right, but you can remove the background.
It's going to save it with background. It saves the movies, MP4 files, and the GIFs with the background. So you'd have to use another, something else to create a transition.
Wait, Canva has a background remover for video.
So we have to bring it back in and remove the background?
Yeah,
so it's something to try.
Or or after you have it here, then you just remove the background before. You guys who know about Canva, experts on Canva, feel free to write it in the comments.
But this you cannot save as transparent background. It's going to save it with background. If you change this red to white, it's going to bring it in as a white background. Just from the jump. So there's other tools and tricks that you can use. Fine, but this will stay with the background. So what we did not do is apply to all pages. So we're going to take the timing, 0.5 seconds, apply to all pages, and we're going to save it again.
Hello, Wayne.
What's up, Wayne? And let's save it as MP4.
Yeah, because one of the automated scenes we did, I believe it was last year in December, I extracted the background from it.
Nice.
And it worked.
Nice.
So we could
show us your magic.
It's Canva's magic.
Let's just make sure we bring in the right one. There we go. All right, so this is the 0.5 seconds across the board.
Wait, rename? Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah. So we're adding animated overlay. That's 6 slides right there. So let's see how long that is. So if we were to do, let's go into demo mode. So in order for this to work as a transition, once you have it play, you do hide temporarily, right? So if we go and let's hide the one that's already made. Let's come back here and come back to comments. I think that's too long. That's long.
Think?
Yeah, that's long, right? So look. That's very long.
I guess it is. Like for a transition, it might be too long. But then again, that would be a cool transition. But the ones that would be really cool is where, at least the ones that I like, is the ones that are transparent, that the transitions will come in and then you can still see. But then also, if you have a background on your transitions, it allows you to do a little things behind the scenes before going to the next segment. So it all depends on where you're going to have this transition playing. So, okay, let's
And also too, let's go back, right? We'll see then everybody can see in full screen. The confetti kind of looks a little too low res. Check that out. You notice that? Right? The fireworks look cool, but the confetti's a little low res.
Yeah. So let's try. Let's go. This is an animation that we created inside of Ecamm. So we're gonna go to the waiting screen and show you, because this is something also that you can create inside of Ecamm if you just wanted to have something real quick, right? Because we just did it and it was just playing the playing. Let's go. Not that one, but the basket weave.
Oh, the basket weave.
Yeah, this one. So this one we created inside of Ecamm, and we can create transitions also using this method, Fuljens.
Yeah, well, this is a workaround for this, because after you create your scenes with your different transitions, so if we pause this here, these are all text overlay towers that we created inside of Ecamm, and then we have them flying in different directions, and then from there we record it in Ecamm, and then bring it back in Ecamm as a movie file or animated overlay, just like we're bringing the Canva files into Ecamm as an animated overlay, and it's set to, this one is set to loop, because we just want it to continue weaving.
Right. Yeah, and the cool thing about creating these inside of Ecamm is like you saw how we have to go back and forth, flatten it, come back in, and do all of that. And inside of Ecamm, you're just here. You don't have to worry about having to go back and coming back in, but you do have to know a couple of tricks to be able to create this, and this is where you learn it. So, Fuljens, the next transition that you're going to create, is it going to be in Canva or is it going to be inside of Ecamm?
We're still in Canva.
Okay, so let's go for it.
All right. So looking forward to some input here on what we're going to create next.
Oh, I wasn't giving you input?
No.
No, I wasn't? Oh my God. I did
You went back to Ecamm to create an Ecamm.
I'm just saying,
we gotta
because
stay inside of Canva.
Okay, I'm just saying. I mean, the basket weave is a pretty cool transition in animation.
Right.
Okay, let's go for it. I'm just gonna give him some feedback here.
Yeah. So what else should we make now?
We're gonna
start with a brand new palette here.
Okay. So let's create a transition where it's coming from left to right like this, right? Like the ones that we're used to seeing in videos, right? So single transition that just goes from one end to the other.
We can do that. And how remember, it's going to be something where we need a background color. So what should be the background color for this? Because we can have shapes going across. However, there'll be a background. So once the animation is done, it will hide the entire presentation.
Right. Okay. So let's have it either Ecamm branded or BuildingBlocks branded. So it's either red, yellow, or orange, blue, purple, dark red, all of that great stuff for Ecamm.
Okay, that's cool. So we could start off with this. We can do orange. We could do the Ecamm orange as the background, or maybe we could do this color and bring the orange in there and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right, so let's do shapes. Let's take this and let's do something like this. And then now, Miss Heel, you let me know if we want it tall like this, or we could slant it a little bit.
Slanted is a little fun.
So we'll try.
And for those of you who are watching, please feel free to write it in the comments. And if you're working along with us in Canva, let us know what you're using. If you're using the same shapes we're using, or you're using something else.
Let's bring this a little bit. Let's go like this. Right? So
okay, that's nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Something like this.
It's looking fancy.
Looking fancy.
But we're going to keep it. Oh, yeah.
So this will be Ecamm orange. So let's see. Let's just see what this shape can do from, let's say, from here. Boom. Like that. Let's see. We're going to take the shape.
That's like a little peek. Like, hey, guess what's inside?
So now we need to animate this.
You know what will be cool? You know how in the wrestling shows that, I don't know if that still happens, where they do the rounds, where the ladies come in and have rounds? Does that still happen?
No.
No? Well, so how like back in the days when they used to happen, it would be so cool if we could have an animation coming in with the Ecamm E. Now that you're gonna do it, I'm just saying that would have been fun.
How would that work? Like
So an animation like a little guy coming in through
oh,
or a little
and
lady
holding
or
up-
whatever and
holding
holding
up
up
the
the sign
Yeah.
and then going in.
yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Right. So this will be like a drift.
There it is. That's nice.
Let's see what else they have. Rise, pan, fade, breathe, wipe. Wipe or drift. Maybe wipe.
Wipe, yeah.
Right? Wipe.
Mhm.
So what we're gonna do is technically like a scrapbook
Hola, Victor.
or a flip book, right? So it's gonna go like this, and then the next scene will show it wiping, transitioning across the screen, and it's gonna go super fast.
Yes.
Right?
Look at you with your hands. You almost like
Karate chop.
karate chop me. Yeah, he's getting excited here, people, about this transition.
All right, so command D, so this one will go like maybe right here. Right, so it goes like this, then like this. You know what I mean? And then it's gonna keep on going across. So 3. Right, so 3 is kind of almost in the middle. Command D again. Oops.
I'm so proud of you using shortcuts.
You know who's a master at Canva shortcuts? Sally.
Oh my gosh, of course.
That wasn't supposed to do that.
You know what?
Let me see something. 3, 4. So 4 needs to go. Why did it duplicate for me? We don't need that. So 3, 4. This is gonna go really, really fast in order to get like a nice
Transition.
swiping effect. Command D. So number 5 is going to be like right here, and then number 6 will be at the corner, right? So let's see. Just testing it live.
Oh my God. I'm telling you guys, he's so
it starts
excited
here,
right now.
and then it finishes there like that, right? And it will hide. So do you see that, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Ecamm, right? So we
yeah.
just do something like that, right? The logo in the middle. But let's see how this works. And they're all set to the same animation. They're all set to wipe. And then from there,
There has to be a way where you could flatten it and play all the animations together before you
know.
actually export it. There has to be a way. Maybe Sally knows.
I know.
Paging Sally, or any one of you, if for that matter.
So we're going to do 0.5 seconds again, and then apply to all pages, so we don't have to worry about going to each page and adding the timing to it. Apply at 0.5 to all pages.
Okay.
Hopefully that goes super fast and smooth. We'll see. And we're going to share and actually rename this as the swipe. And share, and then we're going to save this as...
Swipe right.
Save this as MP4 video, all pages, download.
Oh, well, it's showing there now.
Right? That's cool, right? It's like walking. Hold on. Let's show that to them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be great.
But it's going to be fast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, is it going to be that slow? Is it going to be smooth?
It's going to be 0.5 each.
Yeah.
And then if it's not fast enough, we're going to shorten it to like 0.3. We'll tweak it as we go along. But that looks good.
Yeah, and what's going to be great is that we're planning on doing some we're teaching you how to, like, the basics of Final Cut Pro. If you have it, we're still working on that. But in Final Cut Pro, you will be able to create transitions with even more fanciness, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
For lack of a better word.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. So let's bring that in. I'm going to bring that in and see what the finished product is, or the beta. Add animated overlay. We're not in demo mode.
You see, so
Yeah.
that's small.
We're gonna go
that's-
faster.
So it's just like that video.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
2,
you know
3,
what I
4, 5, 6. So we're gonna do like let's do point 1.
and you know also what I would like
I'll do
to
point
try import that video that we just created, the swipe video, into Canva and see if we can remove the background.
We'll try that. But first, let's tweak it. Get it right. Let's get it right. Get it tight.
Hello, David.
What's up, David? Good to see you here. Happy Friday.
David, if you know about Canva and you have some tips and tricks, please feel free to write it in the comments because we're here trying to create.
FCP face red heart shape. Hold on a second.
Final Cut Pro.
That kind of caught my attention there. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, FCP with a heart. Okay, got it, Paul. Anytime it shows up like this.
Yeah, right. We're like, okay, what does that mean? Is that a code for entering on Canva and searching for something, Paul?
All right, so timing. Let's try 0.1 seconds. Apply to all scenes and share and download
And
as MP4.
do you know, all of you?
Did you know?
Do you know that also there is a toggle for apply an effect to all scenes inside of Ecamm, where if you made a change on a scene and you would like to apply it to the rest of it, you just have to click on that button on camera effects and it changes everything. That's inside of Ecamm as well. That's a pretty nice feature.
All right, so let's see if this made a difference. Adding animated overlay.
It's walking, it's not. I guess. I don't know, man. It's what?
Maybe it's too
too
much.
Too
Because
many.
it's 6 slides that it's doing. Yeah. But right, so for example, realistically, right? So let's say we're gonna say hide temporarily. We'll go back to AF main and let's.
We will have to speed it up in Final Cut Pro. I mean, like, just speed this up. Like, is there a way? Bring it. Yeah, right. David.
That's cool though.
Getting ready for.
That's pretty cool.
For doing Final Cut Pro for beginners. That is cool, but it is too slow for a transition. Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. Why is it's still 0.5?
And what I'm saying to check each individual one.
No. It's supposed to say 0.1. All right. It was still 0.5. I don't know what happened there, but it's on 0.1. 0.1 applied to all pages.
Yeah, raise your hand if you are excited for Final Cut Pro for beginners.
You know what? So we'll just do it. Okay, we want to make sure. Okay, it did apply to all pages now. Boom, 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 boom. Done. All right, so let's share it again. Let's save again and see what it does. I'm like, it was pretty much the same as the other one. Yeah. All right.
Let's see. Yeah, it was almost the same.
Please hold.
It's like and the person walking through that, this will make it even more like.
Footsteps too. You can do footsteps.
So let's add something to.
Oh
no! Look at that. Well, that will give you a seizure.
Nah, that's good.
Okay, well, let's see if it's.
Let's see.
That is pretty fast.
It's supposed to be though.
Oh, but the fast was smooth, not fast and like.
Let's see how it looks, and then we'll get the audience opinion. How do you like this now? How you like me now? Hold on. Let's make sure this is the right one. Right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is fast. You're right.
Yeah.
So 0.1 is maybe a little too fast.
It's really.
But notice this works for the use case of a quick stinger transition, hide temporarily, just in case you know what we're doing in demo mode, without demo mode. So let's go here. Boom. Right? Oh, yeah. That's a stinger.
And it's probably because of the. Do you have the neon effects or is it scrapbook?
That was wipe.
That was
wipe, but that was pretty good, right? So that's. Is it too fast for you?
It's too fast.
So
I mean, right, you guys? I think it's too fast.
Okay. So to fit is saying use 0.3.
Okay, thank you.
Ecamm says fast but smooth.
I mean, it has.
So let's try 0.3. Yeah. Okay, let's try 0.3.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
We'll try 0.3. 0.3. point 3. Apply to all pages.
And
So
you
now
know,
we'll just double check. See, it didn't work. Dang it.
well, Fuljens
try
figures that out. Going back to Final Cut Pro for beginners, everyone. The cool thing about that is that Final Cut Pro has 90 days. That is 3 months that you can try Final Cut Pro for free before you decide if it's something that you're going to like or not. And how the trend's going, where now LinkedIn is like, give me videos, but given to me short. You can edit these videos inside of and with Final Cut Pro. That might be something. So it would be pretty cool for you to try it out, especially with 3 months for free.
That looks better, right?
Yeah, it's still walking, but it just
I personally think 0.2 might be the sweet spot, but let's try 0.3.
okay.
This is swipe number 4. We're opening it, and then we're saying add animated overlay, right?
It's almost like 5. It almost looked like if it was 5.
Right. So let's try full screen and see what that does. So
Try it again. Let me see something because I'm.
0.2, right? Let's try 0.2.
Let's try 0.2. Let's try 0.2. You know what I was.
You know what you're seeing? What you're seeing just now? Mm-hmm. You're seeing the swipe, the custom swipe transition in Ecamm. That's what you're seeing there. I know what you meant when you said you saw something. It swipes. And then
Got you. Okay.
and that's what you're seeing there.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we.
We're gonna try 0.2 now.
Yeah. And
Go ahead,
today,
go ahead.
no, I'm just saying, today we have another show following, which is going to be pretty cool. Our very own Kate is going to be with social media news coming right after Building Blocks, and is streaming right here on YouTube. And you'll be able to hear everything about how to navigate the new creator economy, because there are a lot of things and tools for all of us to try in 2023.
Yes. Looking forward to seeing Katie live in 20 minutes. We gotta get off soon. All right, so we are going to
Let
do
me tell you, you
the
have a
final
new
tweet.
laugh today.
Okay.
You do. Doesn't he have a new laugh today, everyone?
What's the new laugh? Imitate it.
It's a Canva laugh. I don't know, but it's different. It's
a Canva laugh.
It's a Canva laugh. It's a creative transition Canva laugh.
It is Katie. Yes, come hang
It
out
is
with me,
Katie.
Katie, on social media news
Oh,
live.
it is Katie.
Coming up next. Share. All right. So we have 0.2 seconds. We're gonna download this. I think that's the sweet spot there.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I will still like a smoother, right? Because like smoother transition, but we will continue to refine this, right? And we could also, I think, honestly, even though you want to stay focused on Canva, if we had time, we could have created it inside of Ecamm, and I think created inside of Ecamm will go a little bit faster. However, we could create one that is going to be really quick inside of Ecamm, where we can just get the triangle, circle, whatever, and just transition it. You know, like how we do it on the background, and just have one.
Take it away after this.
No. You can do it because you will do it faster. You know.
Add animated overlay. Yeah, I think this is 0.2 seconds. Hide temporarily. Let's try that. Right, and then also too, what we can do is for this scene, let's do options. Hold on a second. To show you what we're doing. Shift Command D. Demo mode. We're on the comment scene here, and we're gonna do options, transition. We're gonna do no transition here, so we don't have that swipe from our main to here. Actually, no. Let's do it from main. Options, transition, no transition, so we get the full effect of the swipe. There we go. Right, or we can do options, transition, cross dissolve to make it a little smoother. There we go. How's that?
It's like
It's walking.
yeah. It's like but before, it's something that I want to try. Okay, wait. So to use the Canva transition type smooth swipe. Okay, thank you. Let's try smooth swipe and see what's going on.
Let's try that.
It's a smooth swipe. That makes sense. So let's see. And I do Do you know if we remove the background, we can bring it back in and remove the background? I would like to do that before we end to see if it works.
Okay. Trying to find my bearings again in here.
Well, hello, Brant. Are you streaming
What's up,
in
Brant?
30 or 60? I think you more slice matching the frame rate of your stream. Oh, do you think? Let's try the smooth and see. We're at 30 though.
We're in 30. All right, so we're looking for...
The transition will be jumpy unless there's a Canva transition built in it. So we have the transition, but let's just see the smooth one.
Smooth swipe. Actually, let us know if we're in the right place, because I see these basic with the speed. The speed might have also play a role in it as well.
The speed of the transition.
But don't see the smooth swipe. Don't see the smooth swipe.
So while we wait for it, let's do this real quick, please. Import the video into Canva, por favor.
Yes.
And then let's see if we can remove the background.
Let's see. And then
just we can add it right here. And then remove that background though.
Right. Yeah. Hold on a second. Delete. We'll come back to full screen soon, guys.
That's still there though. The blue in the back.
Yeah. Why is it doing that?
There we go.
Right.
Okay.
And then this one, we'll just stretch it.
You know what, Fuljens? We usually have music in it. Okay. So now where was it that I saw? Everybody help us out here. If you know, write it.
Edit video.
Edit video and then background remover. Okay, here we go.
Let's see what it does.
And then
Play some music while we wait. 90%.
Wait, is that the
The suspense is killing me. Let's see if this worked. All right.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also it
it
works, but also too when you save it, it's gonna save as a white background, no?
Well, let's try it because the background is removed. So why would it have a background?
So let's try this. Share, download, MP4 video, with just the current page 7.
So here's more incredible suggestions coming in. In between its line wipe. Okay, that was where we can find it. But then also Brian Collins suggests to make it smooth, we need 30 frames for 1 second of animation. Wait, did it do it?
It's downloading. All right,
Let's see.
Let's see if this worked. Because you said you've done this before where...
Yeah, and now that you say it, it did have a white background. It was the little emojis that were going like,
Right,
ooh,
see?
ooh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't save transparent because like I never knew Canva to do that.
Well, Canva, supposedly it does it.
It's images, but not video. At least not right now.
So why does it say background remover for the video if it doesn't do it?
If you want to, let's say you want to take the, I don't know, there's other person, but you have to build it inside the Canva, right? But you're not gonna export it with a transparent background.
We just, I know there has to be a trick.
And then, and the trick that there is a trick
okay,
to
use a green background
but
and
then you have to, yes. I was just gonna say, and Brand said it at the same time, was to keep it with a green screen, but then you have to do a screen share and everything. But the point is to kind of like have it as a overlay and not as a screen share, because we want it to trigger when we're in between our scenes like this. Right, so it won't.
There it is. Okay, so Canva does not support alpha channel. Okay, all right. So that's all right.
Yeah.
So then but that's misleading in a way, because it's like, okay, we have video background removal, but it's not transparent.
Right. I mean, if you let's say we're talking here, and then we want to remove the background there, and then we want to place a custom background behind us.
Yes.
For stuff like that. But once you export it, it's not gonna export, as Brand said, as alpha channel.
I bet you that
Unfortunately,
is
at
something.
least right now.
I bet you those are like a top
Feature request for sure.
for them. I'm gonna send it.
Yes.
But thank you, Brant.
Yes.
Okay, so now we have what? 10? Do you think that we can create it inside of Ecam real quick? Let's try it.
So, give me a run through again of what you're looking to accomplish. Because
Okay.
because in Ecamm now it's a series of scenes. You see how we built this out in Canva, right? It's think of these as scene 1, scene 2, scene 3.
Okay,
right?
but no, that's not what I'm
So it
thinking.
would be like that.
But that's not what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. So what I'm thinking is, you know how we create the animated background by using one shape, and then the shape moves in the background? Just create that as a transition.
Right, and the thing with that too is, let's say we do have, okay, so let's just put it to a visual. Since we're in beta, hopefully this will work. So let's say we're gonna pull up our text overlay panel real quick. Where are you, text overlay panel?
On the other side?
It's probably like behind the teleprompter, I bet you.
Like, if
Oh, there it is. No, okay.
About
He's
to
like,
do
"What you
this.
talking
We're
about?"
about to do this in 5 minutes, everyone. All right.
Yeah, so we want the shade.
Let's do a quick, let's do the triangle.
Okay, so let's say we have this triangle, for example, right? No shadow and orange triangle. All right, okay, so what are we doing with this triangle?
So we're just scrolling ticker to animate it, right? So then it's just gonna go across like we usually do for the animated, and then we just make it. Well, we will have to record it, and we won't.
That's
we
the
won't have to
thing. So
record
these
it.
are extra steps too, right? Because if you take this now and then we make this a scrolling ticker, right? So it's just gonna come down, and it's gonna come down super duper slow or whatever.
Right.
So we can't control that, right? So that's one thing. And then also too, oh my gosh,
But then make it bigger.
no, we can make it bigger, whatever. But and also too, let's say, I think what you had in mind was something flying in, but when it flies in now, let's say it's flying in from the left, and we want it to end right. It's let's say it ends here, right? So we go here, and then when we come to the scene, it goes like that, but it stays there, and then we have to hide it, right? So
Right.
we cannot assign a hide once finished, like an animated file,
Right.
hide temporarily.
So we will have to record it.
Right.
So for this, if you wanted to just make a background, we just put it behind us. So let's just show it.
Right. And also too, we can't record it while live.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right. And then another thing too, is that, these shapes, we have limited flexibility. So let's say if we wanted to have this go across the screen, this is as far as it'll go, for example, right? Like it'll stop right here, right? Or if we won't have it going in this direction, it'll stop like right there, and then it'll hide. Right? So
That's
we
fine.
can create
Yeah,
an
we definitely can
ECAM
create it.
version. We
Yeah.
can definitely create an ECAM version of that.
But now let's just add the background, the triangle in the back and just make it animated background, just to show you, just in case you haven't seen it, you can see what you can
Oh,
do.
like the scrolling ticker?
Yeah.
All right, so then let's create some contrast to that. So let's do red instead, and this will go behind us. So we're gonna bring this under our background, actually on top of the background right there, like so. And then we just assign scrolling ticker. Boom.
And it animates.
And
And
it
if we
animates.
use the opposite triangle, it will be better. And then also you
Right.
can lower the opacity on it so it's not so prominent and make it look really cool.
Yes, and you can do that while it's scrolling, which is now. So we hold on the shift key, and then you could do something like that. If you want maximum transparency,
And maximum transparency. Right. So if you wanted to make it, let's get out of live demo mode so they can appreciate it better. So if you wanted to also, you could do the opposing angle triangle, and it will go the other way.
Yeah.
So you can have an animated background inside of Ecamm, just created inside of Ecamm just by doing that.
Hold on, I think I see it here. There it is.
But then we can
Save.
also, look, it is 10:52. We did
So
it.
that's the opposite.
Okay.
So now the pointee is at the bottom.
At the
there.
bottom,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. And then you can create it with different shapes, and you can actually add 2 triangles to it to make it even more dynamic. So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. But you know what? We can do that transition by recording it and
Yeah,
then sharing it
Challenge accepted. We'll work on that.
Yes.
We'll create, see if we can do something similar to what we created in Canva, but using the Ecamm shapes, and then record it in Ecamm, and then bring it back as an animated overlay in Ecamm and see what it does. But the thing
Okay.
is too is the speed of it, right? So these are other, future requests for Ecamm 5.0. If we can edit the
not
speed
5.0,
of the
like 4.2
edit
maybe?
the speed of the flying in,
Yeah.
right? Because the flying in, we can't. It's just it's at a fixed speed. So if we
Right.
can edit the speed of that, that'd
Yeah,
be cool.
that would be pretty cool.
So we have some feature requests for
feature
Ecamm 4.3.
So everyone, thank you so much for being here. Remember that following Building Blocks, we have Katie coming up. She's going to be in social media news live, and she's going to be talking about the creators economy. So stay tuned for that right here, right after us. But everyone, thank you so much for being here. And oh my God, so to fit.
And I'm Lynn.
Lynn, come next Friday, and we will help you with that, because as you saw here, we can create the transitions being longer, and that is a good application to give you time to move from real life scene to scene.
Yes.
To have transitions, that's one of the uses for that.
Yes.
And Oliver, thank you. We glad you liked it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And Brad, thank you so much for your
Expertise.
Yes, this is great. All right, everyone. So we are going to be back next Friday, and we're going to continue transitions, because now we have some homework for you, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
And then Warriors Collection had a question, but Brent did answer. Yes, Canva does have 3D animations also in Elements that you can play with. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, we're playing, and for those of you who are not aware, we have another show that's called Ecamm Network News, and that is on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have someone his name is John Esperian, and he's going to be sharing his insights on LinkedIn and how we can optimize our profiles to make it work for us.
Yes.
That is this Monday
at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Ecamm Live platforms.
Yes. Richie, you are so welcome. Our pleasure. Lala, thank you so much for being here. Everyone, thank you so much for being here with us.
Stay tuned for Katie.
Right, stay tuned for Katie. My name is Anna He.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
And you're watching Building Blocks. Have an amazing Friday and rest of the weekend.
Yes.
Thank you, Paul.
Bye.
Bye.